go. The Browns made a huge move yesterday by agreeing to trade for Odell Beckham Jr. The Giants will get a first-round pick, a third-round pick, and safety Jabrill Peppers. Rumors of a Beckham trade have been around since last season. Our own Jay Glazer said it would happen, but the Giants GM said multiple times this offseason they wouldn't trade him. Beckham has 44 touchdowns in his first 5 years in the NFL, and we are joined by our friend, big-time Giants fan, Michael Rappaport. Good morning.
Do you have your seatbelt on?
Yes, I have my seatbelt on.
Are we going to be okay? We just need to hear your immediate reaction, Michael, to this news.
Okay, my personal immediate reaction, coincidentally, was my same personal immediate reaction when Kristaps Porzingis was traded. 2 times, and I'm not a napper, 2 times I've taken afternoon naps this year.
2 times?
Both times I woke up with buzzes ringing to find out that stars have been traded. Yep. My immediate reaction was, why can't a New York sports fan take a nap in peace? My immediate reaction and my question is why? Now, I will say this, okay, I am in Los Angeles, but I know for a fact that this morning, Lady Liberty, the Statue of Liberty, was weeping, walking around confused. I want to know why.
Wait, she was walking?
Yes, confused, with her head tilted down. We want her head up high.
Yeah, that would be a sight.
I don't know why. I don't know what we're doing. Are we tanking? Well, what are we going to do? I don't know what to do with the jerseys. Poor Saquon Barkley, who I love. They're going to be able to stack the box on him. We have a 38-year-old quarterback. Even if we make more trades and we get a good rookie quarterback, the season is going to start with Eli Manning.
It will.
And yes, he gloriously beat Tom Brady in the Patriots twice. 2 times. Twice. And we can hang on to that, and he'll have our loyalty. But it is time to go. My initial reaction, why? I don't know why. I don't know what our plan is. I can't get excited for football. I can't get excited for the Giants if there's nothing to look forward to. No. I'm concerned that next year is going to be like we're like in some sort of remission year. I don't know what to do. So I don't understand why. And the quote that was it said shockwaves is we didn't sign Odell Beckham Jr. to trade him. And here we are.
Gettleman. Yeah.
And here we are just a couple of months ago.
So my first question back to you is, why did Dave Gettleman give Odell all that money in the first place? Why did you do that? Because I'm not being hypocritical here. I'm not 20/20 hindsight. I sat right here and said, don't give him that much money. He won't be able to handle it. He hasn't earned it on or off the field to me because he's not a difference maker. What was your record? 25-34 with Odell in your starting lineup. I know he's not the quarterback, but that's the point. He's not the quarterback. So why would you give him that money? He's a diva wide receiver. It's a dependent position that can't change your life, especially when he's acting up, acting out off the field or on the sideline, because he became a caricature of himself for the New York media. He became Odell Beckham Jr. The worst thing that ever happened to you in your football watching life was that Odell made the greatest catch in the history of the world, right? It was against my Cowboys on a night you lost. We won, and you lost twice because he became Odell Beckham Jr., OBJ. And he had to keep trying to live up to that with all of his antics, all the things that he did. And all I need to tell you is that he made that with that team, they made the playoffs one time. Yeah. And how did he prep for that game?
He went to Florida, and he did this when he dropped balls in the playoffs, which I never understand. Your hands have nothing to do with it. What are you looking at your hands for? Like this is something you bought at a store. They're your hands. Yeah.
Well, you took him to South Beach, so. Right?
They were still there. Yeah.
Skip, I don't know why they traded him. Nothing happened last year. Nothing happened in this offseason.
To me,
$100 million.
Okay. And that's my point. Like, Skip, you mentioned all the antics, becoming a caricature, but that was before the contract. Again, last year, the only thing I can point to is the Lil Wayne interview.
That was upsetting, and that was a very upsetting.
But that's the only thing. There weren't.
I agree.
He didn't act like a dog in the end zone, and he didn't propose any inanimate objects or anything like that. Was in the past. And if the reports are right, that his only guaranteed money left on that deal was $17 million for this upcoming season. why not keep him one more season? And if it doesn't work out, then he wasn't guaranteed any more money. Then you could trade him or cut or whatever you want to do, move on.
I don't like any athlete in any sport talking about and insulting and throwing shade to any of their teammates. I don't think it's cool. I think you should talk to the person and keep a straight face to the media. I don't think you should throw quarterbacks, teammates under the bus. But I will say this in Odell's defense, and I've been on this show and I've been very upset with him, and I was on this show about you want to play in Los Angeles? Well, now you're not. You're in Cleveland now. Okay? I hope you don't like sushi. Okay? Because you're not going to have any sushi in
Cleveland's underrated.
There's no sushi restaurants.
I ate sushi in Cleveland. I swear I did.
Did you catch anything?
No, I think I was okay.
But I will say this, in Odell's defense, aside all the antics, he is a Ferrari, okay? And that Ferrari is going to be able to rev its engine because he's got a quarterback that likes to make plays. He's got another wide receiver that likes to make plays. He's got Kareem. He's going to be out there, and they're going to be a problem. And we're going to be reminded why OBJ is OBJ while he's out there. He's going to make plays, and he's going to have the opportunity to shine.
ODB to some people.
Right.
Possibly.
Right. So I'm going to try to make you feel a little better.
Please
about this
do.
Because
I'm leaning to your expertise here.
This was Antonio Brown all over again. They gave him his money. They immediately regretted it, and they said, how can we get out from under this monstrous contract? And they gave him away, and only one suitor wanted him. Oakland saved him and them because Oakland said, okay, we'll take the contract off your hands. We'll give you a third and a fifth. Well, in this case, you got a first-round pick. It's the 17th overall. Not bad, not great, but not bad. You got a third-rounder, and you got Jabrill Peppers. And I don't know if you've kept up with him.
Good player.
He's going to be a really good player because he came on last year. I thought he was one of the top most improved players in the league.
Yes.
By the end of the year, he was wreaking havoc for a Greg Williams defense. Again, Greg no longer there. He's with the Jets. That's the best thing the Jets got going for him right now. But Jabrill Peppers is going to make some Pro Bowls for you. Again, can you sell that?
No, you can't sell that.
Do people want to turn on the TV to watch Jabrill Peppers roam in the secondary?
No, you can't.
Probably not.
No? Okay, I got it. So you lost star power, but you were going nowhere with Odell Beckham Jr. You were not going to win with him. He's
not with that quarterback.
Okay,
well, what if you had a good quarter? What if Haskins turns out to be really good and they draft him?
What if Baker Mayfield's going to remind us what Odell Beckham is right away?
I hope so.
Listen, we could sit here and complain about Odell. I'm with you. I have screamed and yelled, insulted him, his hairdresser, all of it. I have insulted. But I'm telling you, when he's out there running and Baker Mayfield is extending plays, we're going to be like, yeah, that's the guy. And that's the one thing. And I screamed and yelled when McAdoo tried to bench Eli Manning. I was offended by it, way he did it.
You screamed and yelled in that chair.
Yes, yeah. but Odell Beckham, when he's got a guy out there who could throw him the ball, a young guy, and my heart is with Eli, but he's 30, the time's over. So as much as Odell's frustrating, he's a football player. He is a ball player.
Does this make you feel better, tanking for Tua?
No! I'm sick of tanking in New York.
That makes sense.
I am tired of tanking in New York. This is New York City. Listen, I can't take it anymore. With the Knicks and the Jets and the Giants, I can't take any more tanking. I can't take. I don't know if this is some sort of thing like the rest of the world is trying to get back to us. We deserve better. This is New York, the greatest city in the world. That's a fact. Rome's great, Spain's great, LA's great, but none of those places are New York. They know it. Paris, it's not New York.
You know
we
what?
deserve better.
You're right.
We need a parade.
We deserve better.
You know, and tanking.
The Nets look pretty good.
I need a parade.
Yeah.
Chris, I need a parade. I don't need looking good.
And by the way, tanking only works if it works. You know, like you got to get something back for it, and it never seems to pay off, right?
I can't take it.
Here's the problem with Odell in the Big Apple. There was one player missing from the Giants, and his name is Jarvis Landry. If you had had Jarvis Landry, you might have had a much better version of Odell Beckham Jr. because they aren't just close, those two. They are brother close. They are soulmate close. They were born about 3 weeks apart, November 1992. Both grew up in Louisiana. Both went to LSU where they got real close. And now they are reunited in Cleveland, and it'll be the best thing in the NFL career of Odell that has happened to him, because that's what he wanted. Cleveland was his destination. From what I'm reading, that was the #1 choice on his list just because of Jarvis. So can Jarvis keep him in bounds? I think so. He will listen to Jarvis, and I'm not sure he'll listen to anybody. I know our Chris Carter on First Things First is close to him. Sure. I don't think he'd listen to Chris quite the way and Chris is in the Hall of Fame, but Jarvis has his ear. And again, will they be competing for footballs? Will that become a problem? Because there's only one football. But I think he's going to be okay. And that, listen, this receiving core now, I think it's the deepest, best in the NFL.
Not even close. Whew. Not even close. And the ball because like I said, that Ferrari needs to go out for a test drive every now and then. It needs to vroom, vroom, and he's going to vroom, vroom. And I think between him, Jarvis, and winning some games and excitement and some speed, we're playing into Odell's strength. And I wish him luck. You know, he's been frustrating. I wish him luck. I just hope he's not looking for any great meals 5 nights a week out there in Cleveland. Shout out to Cleveland.
Okay, so Dave Gettleman, who's still a pretty new GM.
Why isn't he fired?
You know what?
That's what I was going to ask you.
Because he just admitted publicly, I made a huge mistake.
Sorry, so what?
Okay.
I made a huge mistake too.
Said.
I made a lot of mistakes.
Okay, he just said, I'm going to undo the huge mistake I made. I'm going to get out from under. Well, now you are starting over.
Does he have some plan that we're just waiting to see?
And I don't think 5-year plans are in the NFL anymore.
I can't take it.
You turn it around quickly in the NFL, and they're not doing it.
I agree. And I don't think you get to make these mistakes, a $100 million mistake, and then go, oh, blah, 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 and then not explain it. And I love you, Jabrill Peppers. He's a good player and draft picks. We need to come up with something, because I can't start this season the way we started it last year, knowing the inevitable is coming.
Yep.
It's going to be worse.
Do you think you will watch Cleveland games next year?
I will watch Cleveland games.
Okay.
I think everybody's going to be watching Cleveland games.
Right?
No, but I didn't know if you would.
Yeah, I'm going to watch it. I mean, that's kind of like, you know, the Miami Heat Big Three down there. Like, that's going to be like must-watch football.
I used that analogy. I told you. It's got, and especially if Earl Thomas goes there, then it's going to be like, uh-oh, here they come.
They have guys.
AFC North.
You do have a different Odell now also, because he got humbled. It's like he woke up and said, they dumped me? The Big Apple, the Giants dumped me? And now he's going to have a big chip on shoulder pads. Watch this, New York. I'll show you.
Yep. Okay. I can't take it. I can't take any more tanking, baths, and I certainly can't take a nap. I'm not going to take a nap. An afternoon nap. I feel like I work hard.
Lesson learned.
I earn an afternoon nap every now and then. You can't do it now.
Not when you nap.
No.
Okay, no more sleeping for you. I'm sorry. I've got some more New York news we got to get to, Michael.
Yep.
Charles Barkley, well, he said Kyrie and Kevin Durant can't handle New York. Do these guys agree? We will discuss the latest next.